Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I came here to Boyce Park today to hike what they call the wave pool loop. It's about 1.5 miles, but that being said, I have found a bouldering area over here. I guess it's open to the public. Don't know if it's open in the winter. I had to park down by the gate because the gate was closed, but we'll see. So it said wave pool closed, but the boulders aren't a wave pool. So go up here, see what's going on. This must be very popular in the summer. You can see all the parking lots. I didn't expect to stumble upon a outdoor bouldering field area today, but super exciting. So yeah, let's see what's in here. It's actually really cool. It's a skate park here. Looks like it goes back in there a little ways. And over here is, I believe, what they call a pump track. So this here's a pump track. If you got your bike or skateboard or whatever, you can go down and around the pump track. And then here is a crazy amount of boulders. So let's go check it out and see what it has to offer. It legit looks like I'm the only one here, so should be quite fun. Always try to climb down if you can. Mimic conditions of outdoor climbing. And here's the bouldering ratings. VB to 1, that's the ones that we want to try, are the green ones. Beginner, and they go the whole way up to advanced. So let's try to do all the green ones, the VBs and 1s. Here we're starting with 2 tiny warm-up boulders. This is the first one of the 2. After I did this, I realized I think you're supposed to climb up and over the top, but still a good way to get my arms going. I haven't tried to climb anything like this in a couple years, so this is the second one. The footholds on the bottom are much smaller, so it's a matter of kind of going from side to side this time instead of up and down. Then you'll see in the next ones they get progressively larger, the boulders. Alright, this one says VB, which is supposed to be the easiest kind, so let's see what we can do. This one's leaning out. It's hard to tell. I'll show you after. You may see it. Get started. So I got off to a pretty good start here, but then once I got near the top, I sort of got stuck. The idea is that you have to have both of your hands rest on the top boulder there for, I don't know, a couple seconds, just to make sure that you have control of the top of the climb, so you can see you completed it well. And in this case, I couldn't get my left hand over to that last rock without falling off to the right there, so wasn't really sure what to do here, but I kind of found out the answer, and I had to jump down, but I come back to this one in just a minute. I couldn't quite hold on to the top one. Oh, there's a bonus step here. Oh, I see it. This is what I needed. I had my foot here and here. Needed to move my foot here. See the angle this is on though. Alright, so I'll come back to that one once my arms breathe a little bit. Let's check out the other ones before we keep going. That looks like a kind of a close to the wall VB. And then over here, this one says V0, which is, I guess, a little harder than VB. And then let's see what's over here. This one says V1. That's a pretty wild looking one. The green one, that's pretty wild looking. Yeah. Let's go see the other ones yet, and then I'll come back. That looks like a V1 where most of it is getting up onto that big rock. Let's just see what else there is here. And then we'll come back and try some. Oh, these are really slanted. They call that a V0, but man, that looks hard. Let's see what else. What's this guy? Ooh, that one looks tough. Doesn't say either what it is, huh? Over here's a VB. This one kind of looks up my alley a little bit. Might have to try that one then. Ooh, that one looks hard. How small the footholds are on the V1 there. Now some of these, like these red ones, look impossible. The V8 and stuff, but of course I'm not here for those. I'm here for the easier ones. Let's go check out this one over here. All my arms are still catching back up. Oh, I see. On these over here, like this one, you're supposed to top out on it. So you're supposed to go up to the top and go onto the top and then shimmy over here and climb down this way. So these are like a top out kind of boulder, where the ones over here, the top is the top rock. That's interesting. Look at this black one. It doesn't even look like physically possible. I don't know how people do that. All right, let's go check out this wall. This is interesting. I guess you start there, feet on there, hand there, and then you use this and go up to the top. That looks crazy. And the last one I see that's green looks like this one here, V1. That also looks very hard. So yeah, let's go find that other VB. Maybe I'll try this one. This one says VB. I'll have to come back once the snow's melted for the top out ones there. I'm not getting on top of any of those with snow. I'm gonna just slip right off and hurt myself. That doesn't seem like the move. So I'm back to this VB that I had a problem with. But I think I just missed the fact that I can throw my other foot over here and hit the top, because you're supposed to hold the top and control your hold for a couple seconds at the top of the boulder. So I'm gonna try this one again and hold that top. I knew I could do that one. Nice. Because there's this side here. And once you're up here, you can move your other foot onto this green one. Let me show you this V7 here, so you can see the difference in these. This one's in the undercurve here, and this V7 start is at the very bottom here. I think your feet are supposed to go there, and somehow you wedge yourself between this thing, which barely fits my fingers, and then these two guys, and I just can't even get started on that one. So let's go find a simple one. Oh, this one says V10 plus. Look at the grip there. There's barely any. Oh, that's crazy. See, the snow's melting here, but it's also snowing as this snow's melting. It's very confusing. We're gonna try our first V0. We'll see if we can do this. If not, we'll try a different one. This one starts down here. You see, I could just reach up with my hands and grab those upper holds, but that kind of defeats the purpose of the boulder, so you have to start at the bottom ones to really get the full effect. Here you'll see I'm struggling to get off of the start holds, and the thing is you have to pull yourself up from that lower start. Here I thought I could sit on it and kind of control the start, but I wasn't able to do that. I tried this way, no luck. But I did come back the following week, but there were a lot of people, so I couldn't film it, sadly, with climbing shoes, and it made the start just a little bit easier for me, just enough that I could pull myself up from this right here, just like that. But I was able to actually get myself up the following week. This time, I really struggled. This one doesn't say what it is, but it is green. So, let's give this a go. Oh. This one says VB, it's hidden on the inside. Gives me hope. Okay, I think I found another VB that I haven't done, so gotta try this one now. This green one here says VB, so that's me. Let's do it. Here you'll see me struggling just to get over to that second hold and get my foot out there. So I tried just getting up kind of without that first swing just to see how that feels. And it felt a little better once I was up there. You can see I kind of used my left hand to push off and my right hand's to grab. So I kind of have that idea of how I'm going to get to the top. Now it's just a matter of getting over that first swing. So after a couple of tries doing that and it not working, I figured I better try something else. So I swing my right leg out far here, and then I realize, how in the world am I going to get myself over to that next hole? So that doesn't work either. At this point, I got tired of it, so taking a water break and coming back to it because maybe I'll have the strength to do it this time. Nope, can't do it that time either. But I will come back to that one and I will accomplish it before the end of this video, which is shortly. So this one, I had a terrible time with the footing. My sneakers were slippery and the rocks were small. I didn't quite make it up this one. This was a V0. But I almost made it. I grabbed the top hold, but I couldn't control the hold with my left hand as well, which was disappointing, but that's okay. That's how it goes. I come back the next week. There's a lot of people, so I can't film, but I was able to accomplish that one, thankfully. This one here is a V3. I'm not going to be able to do it, but I want to show you how thin these are. These holds and these footholds. Like, especially in the snow, I couldn't do it without the snow, but it's so thin. There's no way that I could do that. I'm back to this green one, and I'm maybe gonna take another shot or two at before we go. If I can do this one, I've done all the VBs. Now, to do this correctly, I can only use the green ones and not the orange ones, but you are allowed to use the wall. And because you're allowed to use the wall, I was able to do this right here, which is plant my foot on the gray part of the wall to kind of get the leverage to get over to the green one without falling off. So that's a secret you can use, is kicking off the wall in order to get to your next rock. This looks kind of crazy, but it is just 2 hands on the top rock controlled, and that's all I had to do. And that was that for that one. All right, so we came for a hike. I'll have to do the wave pool loop 1.5 mile hike next time because we did all this bouldering today. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.